That's really nice. I like that. Much like. Please don't let me show the Omensight. No. Nope. 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 Not going to. Oh, is it force? It's forcing me to do it. I just want to open. I just want to open it. Just want to open it. Urgh, I don't want to do that. Well, hold on a sec. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. Unfortunately, now I'm stuck here. So what I'd like to do now is go back to Draga or something. Oh, whatever. I guess I'll do revealed and then not revealed version of Ratika. If it allows me. One can hope that it will allow me. We'll just do this run with her knowing. Which feels a little story breaking, but whatever. Alright. Hey, look, an Omensight. I would have liked to start with her unaware, because that introduces her character better, I think. But whatever. Whatever.
Whoa. That was a properly dramatic way to inform. How did you do that? Actually, scratch that. Why did you do that? She's dead. Vera is dead. Do you know that? Of course you know. So then, you are here because... No? Sticking to the silence is golden approach? Okay, then it's up to me to fill in the blanks. You are here because you must need something from me. Ah, yes. You are patiently waiting, which means you know I can in fact help you. I will steer you to Indrik. But we must act together. He is cunning and a cruder villain than you can imagine. He destroys for his own gain, no matter the cost.
I wonder too.
He's taken countless lives.
Well, no, it must change something.
We have to nail him. Right now, everyone thinks he's at the Battle of Rodentia. But I know better. Spies right under his nose. Follow me. I know a shortcut.
I think it does change a lot because Ratika's normal path would have her turn into the shadow creature. I have a feeling that she's not going to do that now. She's probably
lead us straight to Yarbog's temple.
For instance, I believe she's going to Yarbog's temple now. Remember, she was engaged in the Battle of Ratika when I was playing with Draga. So if she's not informed, she'll go help. I mean, Ratika was, you know, the Rodentia battle. I mean, she was involved in the Rodentia battle in Draga's story. So if I hadn't given her the Omensight, she'd probably still be going back to the forest. Since I gave her the Omensight, now we're going to go to the temple. So in other words, yes, it did change a lot. Unfortunately for me, because I would prefer it the other way around, but whatever. Also, the really weird I can't warp back to the tree. That's really bizarre to me.
The boss is back. Stop napping and... Here is everything.
Yeah, I hope so too, because I'd like to know why she turned into a shadow thing. That would be interesting to me. Or how she turned into a shadow thing. A void monster, or whatever.
Aren't you impressed? Whoever built this place has vanished a long time ago. Well, we embellished a bit, added levers and gates. We love our levers.
Alright. Good old levers. If it doesn't let me, then you know what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna pull up a fucking YouTube video of somebody going through Ratika in Chapter 1. I will have, if I have to, I will do that. I'd rather just play it myself, though. Now, this does seem to be a critical failing. I would have liked, are you ready to go to Act 2?
Now I get why everyone ran.
Hey, would you like to go to Act 2 would be nice. Oh, Song of Heroes.
We're not done fighting yet.
I'm down. So her bard thing works for this too. Oh wow! Whoa, they're not kidding. God. Once down, they're pretty easy to kill, I noticed. God, how many are there? Jeez. Too many is the answer. Spoiler alert. Okay, there we go. Out of curiosity, why are we throwing D in the trash over and over again? I kind of missed. I think I missed something. Ratika's Vork. Is it every time he says something about Vork? I may have to ride, but again, I don't need to. I could just watch a video, which kind of sucks, but.
This place is huge. It stretches for miles and miles. The Imperials have been around for centuries. Never found it.
Mice are generally more cute, yes.
Imperials, too busy with their noses in the air to notice what's beneath their feet.
New Game Plus, possibly, but I'm kind of I want to. Here's the thing, though. I don't want to wait for New Game Plus to receive the foundation of Ratika's personality as served up in Act 1, such as for the other characters. All the characters were properly introduced in Act 1 except for Ratika because I didn't visit her because I didn't need to. And I hit Act 2 without that. So I missed the foundation of her personality. I'm not interested in continuing the game without that foundation. So, if the game doesn't let me not use Omensight next time, then I'm going to watch a YouTube video. Don't worry, I'll play for you guys too. Alright, let's see here. The Gillias Award. Granted, I get these memories, also give a little fleshing out, but Ratika pushes her way through the scramble, but she's blocked by her siblings who are twice her size and weight. Her younger brother, Holden, yells out, "Out of the way, Tiny." He sprints past and reaches the finish line first. As is tradition, his name gets etched in stone next to Gillias' statue. Gillis, the great adventurer who saw the edge of Uralia, brought prosperity to the village by discovering sugar raisin. There's no greater praise than to etch your name next to the statue. Ratika silently longs for the same attention, but she's the smallest and meekest among them. How would she ever win with odds like that? I don't know. The game, if I had done something differently, there wouldn't be mystery, so I don't feel like that was the point of the game, to make that mysterious. Stick to what you're good at, Ratika reminds herself. With a wave of her hand, Ratika draws the crowd's attention. She begins to weave an impeccable, outstanding tale. Her village is noiseless, their awe palpable. Right before concluding the tale, Ratika points to the stone in her necklace and with a dramatic flourish says, "Unbeknownst to all, it was the stone for Yerbuk's temple that had contained the secret to the god's disappearance." Wonderment ripples through the crowd and they erupt with glee. Holden can't contain his excitement. "Ratika, is the story true?" "It's a story, Holden. What do you think?" "Well, please make it true. Could you really bring us back a stone from Yerbuk's temple?" Ratika grins at every pair of eyes turns to regard her. "I thought you'd never ask, brother." Hello, Maka.
Want to get adopted by the Rabbit Clan?
What? That's a very random statement. What was that in regards to? Want to get adopted by the Rabbit Clan? What's the what do you mean? What does that imply? Also push? I guess we're gonna push this. Oh! Oh, well yeah, it's just fun to jump, I don't know.
Now push!
She barded me so I can push better. I can't push this one. Oh wait, maybe. Actually, I messed that up, didn't I? Yep. Reload checkpoint. Actually, wait, maybe I don't have to. Can I get behind it still? Nope. Yeah, you're on your way towards gaining rabbit legs. Sounds good. Also, I didn't even know there was a rabbit clan, so that's kind of interesting. The game never asked if I was sure about progressing, though. That's the problem, right? I never got a prompt telling me that my interactions with characters would change all of a sudden. So I don't feel like I was being asked. kind of just happened.
Now push.
I love her. She's pretty good. What did I do this puzzle for? That. I know. Yeah.
That's stealing, technically.
I'm stealing from them. Like, yeah, alright. So, pushing this now. This is obviously the way forward. I like how she doesn't help me push, she just makes me push better. Pretty great. Same here? Yep, same here. Doesn't help me push that, just helps me push better. A snake tail? What?
Don't you want to go up there?
Are you gonna give me a boost or is it gonna be magic again? Yep, gonna be magic. Wow, okay. She's got some real cool bar abilities. Broken platform. Kinda curious if there's anything below it, but probably not. Yeah, the fixed camera is upsetting because I like to check things since there are secrets. The fixed camera makes it impossible to do so. I seem to... It's very hard to determine what I am. I seem to be made of more or less of energy, so I don't know. It does explain her squishness, yes. Oh. I didn't even know there was a... Again, fixed camera. I didn't even know there was a platform there.
This is it. Yarbok's temple is just above.
A bat or a jackal, yeah. Those would
Looks
kind of
like
make
we have
sense.
competition.
We're judging that off the armor. Wait. No? Did we just get... What? Where... What? Seal? I'm not sure. Did we enter from a seal point? A predatorial rabbit? Those are the best kinds, to be fair.
You again. First you make me chase you off.
Enemy!
Boop.
Die!
Enjoy that.
Serial scum.
Don't let her breathe. Now.
Oh yeah, I see your point. Hey, you guys like barrels? Oh, I can't pick them up now. Okay, never mind. Damn it. The shielding enemies really kind of mess up my groove.
Bad guys are behind you.
Look, they are. Why are you guys all the way over here?
Listen, when we face Indrik, we have to act quickly. He's evil, cruel, but worse.
Well, shit, I feel bad now.
Thankfully, you saw what he did. No matter what, attack on sight, alright?
Could I have let that guy live? He was surrendering. Shit. I feel bad now. Because of the fixed camera, I had no idea he was surrendering until I'd already attacked him. Yes, I caught my mistake there, but again, fixed camera, fuck you. If I hadn't had a fixed camera, I would have noticed he was surrendering. I wonder if I could have let him go or if he would have just stood up and tried to attack again. Well, it could have been either, honestly. Well, if I come back through on this path again, I'll see if he surrenders again. Whoops. Bye. Hello, Capoza. Oh god. Oh, they combined their attacks. You know what, just make me fast so I can do this. I need to kill these guys first. That's all. Jump attack. Oh god. Okay. Well, that guy's floating. No, no. I can't fight that. Jump attacks are pretty safe. That's why I'm using them. Alright, fruit time. Get out of here, I'm eating fruit.
Please, I just got married.
Okay. Alright. I like apprehend or alright. Okay. Alright. Well, like the other guy surrendered, that's good. Now I can test. So he's just alright. See ya. He actually did surrender. I wonder if I get a bonus for letting him live or something. Letting people live.
You killed Vera and now Ludimir? Die, fiend.
Ludimir brought it on himself. As for the priestess, well, you would know more than I.
Ugh, stop it. I know your game. You have so many skeletons in your closet, you'd need an empire of closets just to fill them all.
You want to speak of skeletons, Ratika. Your defiance has made Rodentia a graveyard.
So now it's our fault? You're a murderer and a coward, Indrik.
What? Wait, what? Air attack. I'm trying. I think it's forcing Omensight on me again. Actually, I can't move. What? Is that the... Oh, hold on a second. One second. Okay. I guess that was another case of... I guess? Maybe?
I will not forgive
It actually gave me a choice, though.
Keep him busy. I have a plan.
I guess I could Omensight him, but... I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I'll do a standard boss fight for now. Oh god. Oh, that hurt. Also, my controller disconnected again. Of course it did, right? Or, yeah. Okay, skip. Now, one thing I really am confused about with this game is that you can't skip an entire cutscene. You could skip dialogue boxes, which is kind of weird for a game where you'd be going through the same areas over and over again. Okay, when he has an exclamation mark, I need to avoid, and then I can attack.
You will pay for that.
Oh god.
Not the sharpest knife, are you?
I think I aerial attack. Oh, okay, alright.
There is no escape.
sharpest knife, are you?
Okay.
How dare you?
It's actually a little bit hard.
I can imagine
Ow.
the pain.
Again, I don't want to get hit by any of this because it hurts really bad.
I can imagine the pain.
My windows are pretty brief, too. They're getting pretty brief, that is. Oh, great, I can't see the attack. Alright. This fixed camera really is not good for me sometimes.
Two more hits.
You pay for that.
Oh, what's he doing? Oh, God. There, phew. Poof! Oh, that ended about the same as before.
Indrik's final performance. Let's not stay for his guards. They wouldn't understand.
They probably wouldn't. Thing is, I actually saved Ratika for last
Friend, sorry about the whole
out of the 3 we had at the beginning during Act 1.
bragging, it turns out Pagarians are lousy engineers.
I saved her for last because I found her the most interesting. So I wanted to get her story last, just to kind of open up other things first. Oh.
Oh, watch out! I don't think that helmet of yours will be enough.
And break. It's extra money, why not?
Uh-oh. Here we go!
Am I supposed to do something? Am I supposed to be doing something here? Go ahead, do it. What are we doing? Yes? Do I...
Sorry, not now.
Wait, what? Nope. I think something broke there.
Good work back there, friend. Sorry about the whole temple collapse situation. For all their bragging, it turns out Pagarians are lousy engineers. But don't worry, I know this. Yeah.
Oh, she did boost me. I'm surprised she didn't boost me a second time. Can I please grab? I would like... No. There we go. Oh, I have to directly face just right. Oh, I just realized I got extra money for delaying the attack, too. Huh.
Uh-oh. Here we go!
Alright, it works, I guess. Yeah, I was confused because I was expecting the rocks to be felled, but then I guess she can't do that. It was
Here we are.
So yeah, here we are at this now. So instead of the normal path out, I guess we're gonna go through there. That makes sense. Which gives me the seal. So there we are. You are correct, sir. You are correct. I forgot about that seal.
Try not to open too many of our doors with that, please. Okay. Onwards!
I guess she's like, oh, please don't open too many doors, but whatever. So now what?
I was worried when the temple fell, but look, the crypt's intact. Guess Yarbog still watches over this place. This is where it happened. In the vision you showed me, right? Wait a minute. Did you know we would end up here? Did you do it so I would lead you here? I never thought I'd hate science.
Yeah.
so
Otherwise,
much.
Ludimir won't care.
Look, you're here for some reason, but I told you Indrik killed Vera. You had your justice, so go! Shoo! Stop looking at me. You're always watching, but you can't see someone's nature, what drives them. What do you know anyway? You know, don't you? I've been a fool. Fine. I was here with Vera. She asked me to protect her while she was studying these stupid walls. And that's what I did. It was a big mistake, and...
I get to explore this room now. Take a look around. Not much here. Probably, but... wait a minute. No, like a path over there.
You know what? It's your turn to get the silent treatment. You're so smart, you figure it out. You can't even begin to...
Oh, there's the end of the world.
So the priestess went to the crypt to read the scriptures on the walls. Perhaps you should return to Yarborg's temple and investigate the crypt. Whatever the priestess was looking for is written on those walls. You should seek out Draga. She may help you decipher the writings.
That's very true. So I'm going to ignore Draga because I don't want to continue the story anymore. Clearly, I learned my lesson, sort of. Okay, good. Averages blade. Fast attack. I prefer those, so good. Nice. Sword upgrade. Nope, Indrik is still... not quite. Dang. Alright. So, moment of truth, I suppose. Let's see if... Nope.
There has to be a way to stop voting. Find it.
See, there's... even if things are crap and I can't not use the Omensight, which sucks. I really hope they don't do that. But even if I can't use the, even if I'm forced to use the Omensight, there is another option. Giving the Omensight to, Vendrick would also possibly do something. Or whatever his name is. Indrik, that's right. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Look! It forces it! It actually forces Omensight after Act 1. Wow, that's a really... what if you don't want to... Alright, one moment. That's a shame that I have to use a video just to see what I missed. Part 2, Act 1, Ratika's Path. Here we go. Real shame, but I guess whatever. Let's watch a video. I'm the sort of person that tries to find all the information in a game or try to see everything I can when I play it. So yes, this is very much bollocks for somebody like me. So thanks to Gaming Spite on YouTube, we can actually take a look at what we missed. Apparently permanently missed. New Game Plus, maybe, but I don't feel like waiting that long, like I said. So, here we are. You guys see that alright? Yeah, you can. So give me a second.
Hurry, Harbinger. Do not let the tree falter and die.
I'll skip ahead. I'll skip little sections here and there if we need to. I imagine the gameplay is not going to be super different, though I think that's a different path, so who knows. Let's see what we missed. Let's see what actually changed. This is the way I have to do it, unfortunately, right? The game locked this for funny how a game like about rewinding time has forced me forward in time. But see there, you can interact when you don't have the Omensight, so let's see what happens. They're probably gonna listen to the whole song. I really like the song, but oh, okay.
Not to kill then. Have we met? A shame. Would have been easier. Nice hair ribbon thing, by the way. Can I get one? Oh, but where are my manners? So, you came to visit. What do you want? Wait, let me guess. The secret to my smooth and fluffy fur? Recipe to my mother's famous sugar raisin pie. Okay, one last try. You want to save the world from impending doom. You're funny. I like you. Hey, let's help each other out. I have a plan. I think I can talk to you. I mean, make you talk to me. Well, sort of. So, you in? Good. Let's go. I'll tell you all about it on the way.
If the Omensight was optional, I wouldn't have any problems. The fact that you have to use it once you have it, though. Yeah, I mean, I'm missing this nice little introduction to Ratika. I like this character. I wanted more dialogue. Being forced out of that because I decided to do one path before another. In a game that's about rewinding time, mind you. I don't know. It's just like if I was playing, you know, fucking Zelda Majora's Mask and all of a sudden I got locked out of doing something because I did something else first. Even if I rewinded time.
Forgot. There's a war going on. And by going, I mean...
And also, look, forest.
So great.
New area, in fact, that I haven't seen.
Can you believe it? Just look at me.
So I also missed this.
Knowing I was a natural champion. Now they know. I think.
You escaped!
Not only do you have eyes, you can use them too. Now, gather everyone around the Amber site. It's a surprise for you and our Imperial guests. The Amber site. The Pegarians call it the Amber Core. Shows how much they know. We've built a city around it, real sacred. But make no mistake, its power is real.
And all this treasure I could have gotten. That's not as big a deal though, because it's just, you know, I can get it elsewhere. Wait, there's even a sill there. Wait a minute. That better not have a memory behind it.
Fish.
Because that's a sill you have to go back for.
Thingies. The Imperials call them ciphers. What does that even mean? Mindless
God.
monster.
Firefox doesn't have any ad blocker. Now I'm getting ads popping up all the time. Great. Yes, I've been locked out of an entire area that also has a locked gate that I could open when I get the sill later.
Thanks, boss. And friend?
Don't mention it. Or do, but only in a song.
We have to help the others build the barricade.
Another gate's there too. There's a fucking wait, hold on. That's a memory right there. Wait a minute. Are you serious? That's a memory fragment past that door. I imagine so. I have to be able to access that, or this is really a poorly designed game. The memory fragments are collectible items. If... Hold on. I'm gonna pop it over to Steam discussion forums. I want to check something. I don't even know if there's any discussions about this game, but that either indicates that, oh, there must be a way to go back, or, oh, this is very flawed in design. I hate that I found an Omensight before seeing stories first. I wish we could not use an Omensight. Found one by Bear the first time because I wanted to use it. Well, so much for that. Why can we not choose to use it? I would have liked this option as well. +1. Yeah, the option not to use one or to use the previous one would be nice. I missed a couple of memories, but I have to start over to get them, I think. I've looked everywhere and did every outcome, but 2 are nowhere to be found. Likely in places I can't go anymore. Well, I'll repeat myself as said once in the other post. Yeah, like in the previous game, sure you could uncover one of the 4 true facts and get an even bonus option, but then, even then, you were always able to go full research just to see where it'll take you. For example, in Stories Past the Destinies, you can discover truth, dark crystals bad, and your health. Oh, Stories was made by these guys, I think. And your health, no matter how you had to, don't touch, don't kick, don't sniff, and just stay away from it. Why not allow the player to just press E to simply go along with it? For example, I never saw Ratika's first meet of Harbinger because I got Omensight before, and it's not like you need something to make something special because scenarios are already here in most cases. Ratika's simple day exists. You don't need to think that hard about slaying past. A good example is the Temple Draug after Cruelty Oversight, and there's more than one Omensight that give more information. So if I hit Act 3, I'd probably have the Ritual Omensight, and then I couldn't do the Cruelty Omensight either, probably at that point. Or maybe I could, but I certainly can't do the vanilla. Seeing journal pages in different timelines means nothing to the game's plot progression because they all tell you about the game's lore past to your companions. So, no, I have completely missed that. From this discussion, I have found out, no, that memory? I missed that memory. I missed that memory because I didn't do Ratika's before accidentally triggering Act 2 of the story. So, you know that kind of obsessive compulsive behavior I was showing where I was constantly going back to areas even though there wasn't really any point to open up some sills to see if there's anything worthwhile? No, that's what you have to do. You have to try to do as much as possible without advancing the plot, or you might miss something permanently. I thought we were past this level of design after fucking 1995 or so, where you can just miss stuff. Like, come on, dude. This is a modern video game. So, if I want to get that memory, this is what I have to do. I have to... First off, I'm going to close the Firefox process. So, if I want to get that memory... Hold on. New game, basically. And all because I'm forced to inform the character upon a reset of the world. I see it as a flaw because there's not even any lore reason for it, dude. If it was some major event that actually... If this wasn't a game about traveling back in time, then it wouldn't be a big deal. But this is a game about traveling back to the start of this last day of the world. So everything gets reset. There is absolutely no lore reason why I'd be forced to give the Omensight information. It's not like I'm giving the Omensight information and they keep it. They're getting reset with everything else, the companions. They're getting reset, they're becoming dumbed. I have to use the Omensight again each time. There's no logic, there's absolutely no reason I couldn't, in character, as the Harbinger, there's no reason the Harbinger could decide I don't want to tell them about this information. I don't want to give the Omensight information to them. I want them to possess normally. Because I might learn... I mean, it's solving a mystery. You might want... I've never gone through... Like, logically speaking, it makes no sense either. Because I haven't seen what Ratika does if I don't tell her about the Omensight. So, if the Harbinger is trying to solve a mystery here, it might be viable for that mystery to not tell Ratika anything and see what Ratika does and follow Ratika and figure out what's going on with Ratika when she's not informed. If we're trying to solve a mystery when we can travel back in time, we want to explore all paths of a possibility. It would make sense in the lore to be able to choose. It would make more sense in the lore to be able to choose, rather than being forced to do the Omensight once it's gained. This boggles me. It makes more sense for the story if I had the choice. Wow, I'm a little upset right now. Thing is, though, the Harbinger could theoretically miss an important detail involving the mystery of what happened by always informing Ratika. Not, if Ratika is not informed, you might learn something else. For instance, by not informing Draga of events, Draga pursued her normal path, which involved fighting Ratika. Because she fought Ratika, we fought Ratika, and because of that, we connected with Ratika and were able to follow Ratika's path. If Draga was immediately informed about the Omensight, that may have changed what she did. Probably would have, knowing how Draga reacts. She probably wouldn't have gone after Ratika. We wouldn't have met Ratika. We wouldn't have gained Ratika's, soul energy or whatever to be able to pursue Ratika. So, that's a case of where if somebody had information, we would have lost information. So Ratika, obviously for the game's purpose, Ratika, you don't need to pursue that path with Ratika where Ratika's uninformed. That's not necessary for the game to progress. Obviously, that would lock us out of the plot if that was the case at this point. So, that's obviously not it. But in the sense of the lore, if you want to study this purely in the game's own sense of lore, there's no reason not to keep Ratika in the dark for at least once, to see where it goes, to see what happens with the world if Ratika's uninformed. The Harbinger would want that information, because we're trying to solve a mystery. We want to pursue all avenues. That's just what a good detective does. So, wow, I'm really struggling to know what to do here. Should I restart? Should I continue with the game, but knowing that I missed stuff and that it annoys the heck out of me the entire time I play the rest of the game? Because it would. I know how it works. If I continue playing from my normal save file, I'm going to have that in the back of my mind until the very end of the game. And it will reduce my enjoyment of playing. Unfortunately, and I'm sorry to bring this up, Zell. I know I pissed you off during that stream. I remember, and I still apologize for that. But this is kind of a Sonic Mania situation. And what I mean by that, for those who weren't there for the Sonic Mania stream, I was trying to do everything. That was kind of my own fault. Admittedly, there was less reason to try to do everything, because I could have always just come back after the game was over. But I was trying to do every special stage, or as many as I could, as I played. I wasn't trying to do every single one before the end of the game, before the end of my first run, but I was trying to do every special stage I had access to. And because I'm pretty good at holding on to rings, that was oftentimes, every single checkpoint pretty much. And I was going to the special stages over and over again, and they're very hard. They're very hard to get complete for gold medals. And I was getting really frustrated. It was breaking the flow of the game for me, because I was going to so many of them. And they were frustrating me because I was failing a lot of them over and over again, because I think some of them are really cheap, honestly. And it was hurting the entire experience of the game because I was doing the special stages. But at least in that case, that's something I could have shelved that. I could have put that away for later. That was my bad. But regardless of the fact whether it was my bad or not, though, it still soured the rest of the experience of the game for me. In this situation, this wasn't my bad. And it's not my bad for wanting to pursue this information because it's missable. If something that is missable, yeah, I totally want to pursue it before it gets missed. Unfortunately, it's missable in that way that... if a game is like, are you sure you want to continue? Events will progress from here. You won't be able to go back to old events. If the game said that, then it would be my fault. It would be totally my fault if I continued at that point and missed something. But when Act 2 approached, there was no indication that Act 2 was coming. There was no indication that Act 2 would lock out old events. There was no clue. Missing items, missing those memories, I hate that, but I don't necessarily mind that a bunch. I don't even know if I would actually end up collecting all of them anyways, even without them. Not because I make some permanently missable, but because I just might miss a door or something. But the character development, the new areas, the area I missed, Ratika's path, her dialogue, her interactions with the Harbinger and other characters, and her path into becoming a shadow monster. I want to know that. And having that locked out simply because I did something else first is very, very poor when I'm not even warned. And again, there's absolutely no reason I should be forced to use the Omensight. It should be a choice. I don't know. This game is seemed to have a focus about choices, so it's really odd. So anyways, I'm just going to boil it down. I have 3 options right now. I could continue on with my file, but I would feel pretty salty the entire experience because of the situation. And also, I'd then be very OCD about... Well, actually, I don't know if I even care if I miss more stuff. My attitude is if I missed one important thing, it doesn't matter if I miss more at that point. The experience has already been ruined. The experience is already broken. There's already one hole in the wall. What's another hole? But if I start over, that is an annoyance of itself. While I could hurry through the levels without too much issue, there is an issue there. The level up system. The fact that I get experience off of enemies and money off of chests. I grinded a bit. I was actually doing some amount of grinding, and I do have abilities and stuff that I won't have and that it will take some more grinding to get. So that's another problem. If this game wasn't about leveling up, if it was just a linear progression for my character strength, then it wouldn't be such a big deal to do a new game. But when there's a level system like that, not only level and money system like that, it becomes more of a drag to restart, you know? The third option is to set the game down, change the game to something else, and maybe come back to this later. But, thing is, I'm passionate about video games, so if I feel like a video game is slighting me, it can completely ruin the experience. The advantage of being passionate about a video game is I can get really into a video game. I can get really invested, really enjoy it. See how I've been with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Super Mystery Dungeon lately. Like last Sunday's stream of Super Mystery Dungeon, I was having trouble voice acting at one point because I was kind of tearing up because I was very invested, and it was an emotional moment in the story. And that's a good thing about being passionate about video games. Things like that. The bad thing about being passionate about video games is situations like this. I really like this game. I really am interested in its story. I'm enjoying its gameplay. And then all of a sudden it slapped me in the face. Because of a very bad design choice that I don't know. Man, if I was on the developer team, I would be like, what the heck are you thinking? No, we can't do that. Add an option in. Like, I don't know why they greenlit that as the way it's done, you know? So... if you start over, you know what's in Draga and Lidimir's path, so you can just run through their paths and run through Ratika's or Dragalit. I wonder what the most optimal way of like getting good treasure and stuff is, because I would kind of want to try to get the seals open again if I were to restart, because that gets a lot of money fast, you know. But man, yeah. I mean, there's also the difficulty setting thing. If I selected story focus, the combat would become easier. Now, granted, this is... okay, there is kind of a weird fourth option here, actually, because of this. So, balanced here. Or, no, story focus. For players' interest is mostly in the story. Gameplay difficulty is reduced. Investigation board enabled. So, the thing about story focus mode is I do enjoy having a relatively decent balance of difficulty. But here's the thing. If I chose story focus, then I would not have to have any concern about grinding. I would still have to open stills to find memories if I care about that, which I kind of do. It's not integral if I miss some, but... yeah, I don't know what that means. But my point is, if I choose the easy difficulty, then I don't have to actually grind. Because I don't have to worry about it. The combat won't ever get difficult enough for me to concern myself with that. I could just not worry about leveling and getting new stuff. And just get it when I get it. And that way I could breeze through the first portion quickly. The unfortunate thing is, after that first portion, I wouldn't mind playing in a more normal, thorough style again, but I'd be stuck on story focus, so... I don't even know what that means, though, to be honest with you. True Detective's weird, too. It's like, take your own notes and draw your own detective board to solve the mystery. No help solving the mystery. I don't really understand. Well, to be honest, the game was kind of leading up to the you really should go that way for the first seal, but I don't know for the other seals. I almost feel like what I should do if I do restart is I should pull up a game facts guide and look to see what triggers each act, so I know. But that would spoil things. But it would tell me how to avoid going to an act before I want to. You know. Man, it's a hard decision. Honestly, right now, I kind of feel like just not playing this right now. That's kind of the strongest thought of my mind right now. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a bad idea, though. Also, I just realized it's not... Okay, there we go. Huh. I just don't understand how this experience is really good, but they just didn't think of this. Or if they did think of this, they didn't seem to care. It's just so weird. It's cryptic to me. I don't understand why this happened. I mean, I understand why it happened mechanically, but I don't understand why it was set up to be this way. It's like going to a really nice restaurant and getting a really tasty burger, and then you find out when you're taking one of the middle bites, you find a piece of metal in the middle of your burger, and then you call over the cook, and the cook's like, "Oh yeah, I just added that in," and you're like, "Why though? That's like everything was good, but then this thing hurt my teeth, and it's like it could make me." I just felt like adding it in, you know. But yeah, it feels about as nonsensical as that. Or in this case, I guess it's an omission of a feature. Well, it kind of... Yeah, it's more of an omission. It's like, okay, it's more like getting served a burger, but there's no top bun. And then you're like, can I have a top bun? And the cook's like, nah. And you're like, why? It's like, I just wanted to make it this way. It's like, but the top bun helps everything. I just prefer it this way. So I made it this way. It's like, no, it's missing something very obvious. The burger was hollow like a donut. There you go. But there's no good reason for it either. There's no explanation. There's no... Yeah. Man, that really... Okay. So, I guess for now I will quit. Man. I feel like I let you all down, honestly. I really do. I feel like I let you all down. But I didn't actually let you down. The game let me down and let you down. I'm okay if the game is built around that, Rye. I'm okay about a game with extremely divergent paths that would require a new playthrough to see the other paths because they reach far into the game and have a very different path. That's fine. I'm okay with a game where you actually have to play it from the beginning again to see a different path, if that's the structure. But in this case, there's nothing stopping me from seeing everything in the game in one run, except for the developer's own harebrained decisions. Again, though, I guess the main thing is I've invested enough time into this game that I was actually really kind of invested in the characters and stuff. So it's just like somebody just chopped off a part of a character and said, I'm just going to do this. Like, this character you're getting interested in, yeah, just forget that part. You don't get it. You don't get that part of the character. Fuck you. It's like, I was enjoying this. How dare you? You know? It's like, you got me invested, and then you punched me in the gut. Thanks. And I don't mean punch in the gut of like, oh no, a character died in the game and made me sad. No. I mean a punch in the gut of like, just I don't know, this is something else entirely. You know? I'm done with it. I'm done with my similes, metaphors. I don't know what they are. Praise Stars DS. No, that game looks really boring. I looked up Praise Stars DS. It's basically, it looks okay, but then I realized that every single level is pretty much the same thing with a little extra complexity, and it's just like, wow, this has NES games level complexity, but it's on the Nintendo DS, and it's like, ugh. But yes, we are definitely going to do something. It's definitely not time to stop yet. Also, okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna be perfectly honest here. I'm not sure if I'm going back to Omensight because I do have trouble with momentum. I like my momentum to keep going with a game. If I have to start over a game because of some stupid thing happening, I find it really difficult to continue playing something. So I'm not promising I'm returning to Omensight. I want to make that clear. I'm gonna try to get back to it later and probably start a new file. That's probably what I'm gonna do if I do that. But I'm not making any promises right now. Oh, thank you, Zell.
Sorry, the game didn't work out, but here are some cupcakes.
Cupcakes do make things better. But yeah, I'm very particular with my gaming. I have to be honest with you. If things don't go right because a game is just poorly made, and in this case I do consider this a poorly made game, unfortunately. At least in this one case. Technically, I mean, it's a deliberate decision that the developers made, but I think it's a poor decision. That is my opinion. So I consider it to be a poorly made mechanic. So, anyways, yeah, I'll come back to it if I feel like coming back to it. But for now.